3 o'clock in the morning. You see the sign. It says 3-mile downhill run. No runaway truck lane. Truckers use low gear. And like you kick it down into low gear, your partner's sleeping next to you. And just as you hit the crest and you go down about a half a mile, you find out that you don't have any brakes. The trucker goes, He says, well, and then you look down around the first curve and you see a little Volkswagen up on a jack, getting a back tire changed. The trucker looked up and he said, And then, he says, coming up the other lane, you see a fuel oil truck in low gear. What do you think you'd do? The trucker sat there and looked for a little while. He said, I think I'd wake my partner up. Wow, he says, with all these things happening, you'd wake your partner up, right? He says, yeah. He says, why would you do that? He says, well, he hasn't been driving long, and I know he ain't never seen a wreck like this before. And that's the story of Speedball Tucker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I drive a broke-down rig on made 5 tires, 40 foot of overload. A lot of people say that I'm crazy because I don't know how to take it slow. I got a broomstick on the throttle to keep her opened up and held right down. Non-stop back to Dallas, popping them West Coast turnarounds. And they call me Speedball Tucker, terror of the highway. And all them other truckers will tell you that the boy is mad to be driving in a rig like that. You know the rain may blow, the snow may snow, and the turnpikes they may freeze, but they don't bother old Speedball. He going any dang way he please. He got his broomstick on the throttle to keep his throttle foot a dancing round, with a cup full of cold black coffee and a pocket full of West Coast turnarounds. And they call him Speedball Tucker, terror of the highway. And all them other truckers will tell you that the boy is mad to be driving in a rig like that. One day I looked into my rearview mirror, and coming up from behind, there was a Georgia state policeman and $100 fine. Well, he looked me in the eyes, he was writing me up. He said, driver, you been flying? 'Cause 95 is the route you were on. It was not the speed limit sign. And they call me Speedball Tucker, terror of the highway. And all them other truckers will tell you that the boy is mad to be driving in a wreck like that. Yeah, they call me Speedball Tucker, terror of the highway. And all them other truckers will tell you that the boy is mad to be driving in a wreck like that.
Said it was bound to happen, it's just a matter of time. But now I've come to my decision, and it's one of the painful kind. 'Cause now it seems that you wanted a martyr, just a regular guy wouldn't do. And baby, I can't hang upon no lover's cross for you. You really got to hand it to you, 'cause girl, you really tried. But for every time that we spent laughing, there were 2 times that I cried. And you were trying to make me your martyr, and that's the one thing I just couldn't do. And baby, I can't hang upon no lover's cross for you. Tables are meant for turning, and people are bound to change. And bridges are meant for burning, and the people and memories they join on the same. So I hope that you can have to be a super guy, or maybe a super god. 'Cause I never was much of a martyr before, and I ain't about to start nothing new. Baby, I can't hang upon no lover's cross for you. These tables are meant for turning, and people are bound to change. And bridges are meant for burning, when the people and memories they join on the same. So I hope that you can find another who can take what I could not. Have to be a super guy, or maybe a super god. 'Cause I never was much of a martyr before, and I ain't about to start nothing new. Baby, I can't hang upon no lover's cross for you. That's a really new tune called Lover's Cross. And this is another new one. It's kind of get that funky street feel. People, you know, sometimes get a case of mistaken identity about what they should be doing. And this is a story about a guy that thinks he should be ruling the universe somewhere, but he's really working at a car wash. The title's really a long one. It's called I Goddamn Steadily Depressing, Low Down Mind Messing, Working at the Car Wash Blues. Got out from the county prison, doing 90 days for non-support. Tried to find me an executive position, but no matter how smooth I talk, he wouldn't listen to the fact that I was a genius. The man says we got all that we can use. Now I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. Well, I shouldn't be sitting in a air-conditioned office in a swivel chair, talking some trash to the secretary, saying, hey now mama, come on over here. But instead I'm stuck here rubbing these fenders with a rag and walking home in soggy old shoes, with them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. Of my ability, he should be smoking on a big cigar. But did I get myself straight? I guess I'll just have to wait in my rubber suit rubbing these cars. But all I can do is to shake my head when you might not believe it is true. For working at this end on Niagara Falls is an undiscovered Howard Hughes. So baby, don't expect to see me with a double martini and in my highbrow society news. 'Cause I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. Yeah, I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you, but what I've gotta say can't wait. I know you'd understand. 'Cause every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange. Every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand. 'Cause every time I try to tell you, say I love you in a song. Didn't wake you, but there's something that I just gotta say. I know you'd understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song.
This is another one of those character songs. I got out of a university in 1965, totally prepared for life in the 12th century. Kind of looked around here, looked around there, and then I got this brown letter in the mail one day, signed by a general. Said, come play with us. So I went down to a place called Fort Jackson in South Carolina, where they took my extensive college experience and put me into the infantry. As a lineman, I climbed telephone poles. It was communications, stringing that wire from one place to another. And I met this guy down there who was in the company. His name was Leroy Brown. Now, Leroy was one of those guys that didn't know the meaning of no. You tell Leroy to do one thing, and Leroy would do another thing. He was just one of those kind of characters. He come from Chicago, been out in the street a long time, and had to make his own way. So he was about to keep on making it. He was down there a couple weeks, and he looked at me one night. We're sitting talking. He says, you know, Jim, I don't like this place, and I'm going to go home. So he got himself packed up, and he went home without telling anybody, except in the Army they call that AWOL, absent without leave. But he did come back at the end of the month to get his paycheck, and that was it. Snap put him in the handcuffs and took him away, but didn't bother him. He'd get out a little later and still hung around. He was always the kind of guy that would keep people laughing, unless he got in trouble with him. And this is a tune I wrote about him, just called Bad Bad Leroy Brown.
Well, the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Now Leroy, more than trouble. See, he stand about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him treetop lover. All the men just call him sir. And he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Now Leroy, he a gambler, and he like his fancy clothes, and he like to wave him diamond rings up under everybody's nose. He got a custom Continental, he got an Eldorado too. He got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor in his shoe. Yeah, and he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, it was Friday, about a week ago, and Leroy shooting dice. And at the edge of the bar sat a girl named Doris, and ooh, that girl looked nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, and her trouble soon began. And Leroy Brown had learned a lesson about him messing with the wife of a jealous man. And it's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong,
took to fight him. And when they pulled him from the floor, Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. And it's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Yes, it's bad, 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 Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Yes, he was better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Things were spinning round me, and all my thoughts were cloudy, and I had begun to doubt all the things that were me. Been in so many places, you know I've run so many races, and looked into the empty faces of the people of the night, but something is just not right. And I know that I gotta get out of here. I'm so alone. Don't you know that I gotta get out of here? 'Cause New York's not my home. Though all the streets are crowded, there's something strange about it. Lived there about a year and I never once felt at home. I thought I'd make the big time. I learned a lot of lessons awful quick, and now I'm telling you that they were not the nice kind. And it's been so long since I have felt fine. And it's the reason that I gotta get out of here. I'm so alone. Don't you know that I gotta get out of here? 'Cause New York's not my home. The reason that I gotta get out of here. I'm so alone. Don't you know that I gotta get out of here? 'Cause New York's not my home. Well, I've had my share of broken dreams and more than a couple of falls. And in chasing what I thought were moonbeams, I have run into a couple